welcome to the Lalantia show. Today I am coming on to do a video about low vibrational energies. So some people may use the word demons, low vibrational energies. I don't know. There's all kinds of different words that could be used. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about these energies, why they attach to you or come into your energy field, and how you can avoid it and how you can remove them. So, excuse me. If you are new here, my name is Lalantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and energy healer. I specialize in working with the magical realms. So I work with dragons, unicorns, mermaids, fairies, all different kinds of magical beings. I am an energy healer, and I help you to connect to the truth of who you really truly are. So I help you in releasing the things that aren't your truth, that are just beliefs and fears and whatever from this world that aren't really who you really truly are, and help you connect to the magic of your true self. And I do this with the help of these different beings from spirit, from energy healing, and many other things. I work with spirit animals, I work with ascended masters. The list kind of goes on. I'm learning that talking about all these different things that I can do takes up too much of the video. If you want to learn more about me, go to my website, lalantia.com, reach out to me, or join my group, Source Sources Circle, on Facebook. You can also like my Facebook page. Everything is under my name, and I'm also on Instagram. So you can look through my posts and get a little bit more of an idea. I do so many different things. Sometimes it feels like some of the things I do get neglected for a while and then they come back around, and I don't know. My videos kind of cover a wide range of different things regarding spirituality, magical beings, tarot, oracle, energy healing, spirituality, like, I don't know, all kinds of things. So I have talked a little bit about this kind of stuff in the past, but I feel like it's really important to talk about it again. Now, I do want to say this. This is my experience, my perspective, my understanding. It doesn't mean it's the only way. So we have different ways of comprehending things. We have different ways of seeing energy, and we put different labels, different words on different things. So this is just me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me take a drink. Okay, so we can get things attached to our energy that is not for our highest and best good. Some people will use the words like they have a demon attached, or they have a demon in their energy field. Some people use the words like low vibrational energy. There's a low vibrational energy attached to me. Attachments can come in all different ways. Saying low vibrational energy kind of covers it all. It's an energy you don't want in your energy field, that you don't want attached to you, and you just don't want it around you at all. And some people tend to attract more low vibrational energies than other people. The first thing I want to say is that it is so important not to have a fear. Don't be fearful. You have to own your power, that, hey, like, you are a sovereign being and you have control over your own energy. You have control over your energy. Now, sometimes you may need a little bit of help. Sometimes you need to reach out to someone and ask them to help you remove some of these energies, or to check your energy and see if there's anything attached. There's no shame in that. But it is important to kind of take ownership of your energy, so that so that other energies have a harder time attaching or coming into your energy field. Now, you attract based on where you're at. So if you are sitting in a fear-based energy all of the time, then you're going to attract more of that energy. Then yes, that means you can attract more low vibrational energies. If you are in a space of anger or frustration, or let's say you spend a lot of time like really involved and really, I don't even like to use the word dark, because when it comes, there's a balance of the shadow and the light and all of that. And I don't really want to get into that too much in this video, but I do want to say that wherever you are sitting in your energy, that's what you're going to attract. That doesn't mean that you should avoid the darkness or the shadows. Don't avoid the shadows. You need to go into the shadows to heal your shadows. You need to go into the shadows to illuminate them with light. But you need to also be able to own your energy and be like, you know what? Nothing else can be in my energy field that isn't for the highest and best good. And yes, it is important to call in help. You know, you can call in Archangel Michael. You can call in, like for me, I work in energy all the time. I'm in multiple people's energy through the day, through my client sessions. I have protector guides. I call my protector guides first thing in the morning, before any sessions, before doing any energy work, any journeys, any meditations. I ask them to come forward. I have 4 protector guides, and I have gatekeeper guides that are further out as well when I need extra protection, or if someone might be having a harder time and maybe causing me some discomfort in my life. They're not usually totally necessary, but there are times when it feels needed to call them and ask them to keep anything else out. If you have a problem with past loved ones coming in, people who have passed away, if you have a problem with them coming in and not having any boundaries, then putting up gatekeeper guides is important. These are all things I teach my clients how to do, so that's something you can always consider if you don't know how to do any of this. So having protection is important, but your protector guides aren't necessarily going to keep everything out, because some of these energies are here to teach you a lesson. So I have had energies come in. So they can look many different ways. And I'm going to give you some examples of things that I have experienced. So there's one time I was going through a really dark period. I was going through some really hard things in my life, but I was still showing up. I was still meditating. I was still doing the work. I wasn't just like neglecting myself energetically and spiritually. I was still doing the work. And one day I went in and I was checking my energy, and there was like what appeared to be just like a man. But he was very like haggard, and just, it was more than just haggard. There was an energy about him that was just gross, right? Like I just looked at him and I knew he was a low vibrational being. It was very obvious to me, and he was right like in my face. Immediately I asked him to step back, and I pushed his energy out of mine. But even outside of my energy, he was watching me. So I had to ask, why is this energy here? And I asked my guides to help me understand, or my higher self. I don't know if it was my guides or my higher self that helped me understand. And I got the message of why that being was in my energy field once I realized what the lesson was, and I was able to remove him completely, which basically I was like, you know, you're banished from my energy, go away, and you can't look at me anymore. Because he was watching, like, basically like across the street is kind of what it felt like. You know, I could see him in my mind's eye, like across the street watching me. And so I wanted him completely gone. There was another time when I tuned in, and there was like it was like a metal box around a piece of my heart. Now that was a energy that is not for my highest and best good. You can look at this in many different ways. I'm not going to go into what this is in this video because that's a whole nother story. But I knew that box didn't belong there. And I knew that while it wasn't necessarily a being, it was an energy that was placed there by a being, and it didn't belong there. So I asked with the why that box was there. I asked my guides or my higher self, and got the message of why the box was there, and I was able to just remove it and send it into the light. These are just a couple of examples. I have had beings where they're really close, like I had said. Sometimes I feel like this, in my clients especially, sometimes I'll feel like these scrambling energies, like they're crawling over you. Those are just like pretty simple to remove. They're just very, I don't know, they seem really dark, but they're just these, I don't know how to explain it, what they are exactly. Like people would look at it and be like, they're little demons all over. There's demons attached to me. Those are the beings that people would call demons. And I don't really like using the word demon, because to me that like brings up fear, right? There's nothing to be afraid of. You just say, hey, you don't belong here and I need to raise my vibration. So you remove it. And then you need to make sure that you pay attention to where your vibration is. If you go into a lower point of vibration, you need to make sure that you're clearing your energy. You're removing anything. Now, when I remove stuff, I reach in, I visualize like my hand basically picking it off of me and sending it into the light. If it's like that one guy that moved across the street, I basically just pushed him out of my energy. Sometimes that's what it is, that there's a lot of just like low vibrational energy around. Then I can just like, I am the light. I radiate light and love, and nothing else can exist in my energy field. When you are in a place of love, those low vibrational energies can't stay there. They can't stay in that field of energy. So if you can tune into that love and just radiate it out, and you just push it out through all of your energy, then they just fall off. They can get sent into the light. And every energy can be a little bit different, but generally that works pretty well. I'm trying to think of some other examples. So your home, your car, generally your cars aren't such a big deal unless like your car is your home, but your homes are especially important to keep clear because energies are attracted to your home based on the energy of your home. If you don't clear your home, and you have like everything that you buy and you bring into your home can have an energy with it. So it may not be like a big thing, but everything kind of adds up. And let's say you have like a bad couple of days, you're kind of depressed. Yes, energy can attach to you, but energy can also come into your home, and that can affect you as well. So what I teach is pushing the energy outside of your home, creating a bubble, like a ball of energy in the center of your home, and building it up and building it up and building it up until it fills up your entire home and it pushes everything else out. And then you kind of solidify the walls of it a little bit so nothing can come in. And that will help to keep the energy in your home clear. And you have to like do it once in a while. It's not like it's going to last forever. I'm trying to think of what else is important to mention around low vibrational energies. Remember that if you can remain in a higher vibrational state of being more of the time, then you're not going to have so much problem with low vibrational energies. You can still do your shadow work and dive into these different things, but when you come back out, you're back into the light and the higher vibrations. And I want to stress, like, it's not necessarily like bad. Going into your shadows is not bad. It's a good thing. We need to do that. But we need to have like that balance. You don't want to like sit in your shadows all of the time and just be depressed. Yeah, you're going to attract the lower vibrational energies doing that. So you need to make sure that you pull yourself out of that energy, and that you are in your power. So when you're in your power and you're in a place of love and you're living like from your heart and from a place of compassion, they're just going to have a harder time. Yeah, they're going to be more attracted to you in some ways, but they're not really necessarily going to be able to attach. So let's say you are doing some really big work in the world and you are sitting at a pretty high vibration 90% of the time. But you're changing the world, right? You're making a big impact. Well, then you get sick and then you get depressed or whatever, and you sink into a lower vibrational state. Yes, you may attract more of those energies at that time, because you're going to be like, ooh, like we've been eyeing her for a while because she's changing the world with love, and we don't want her to change the world with love. And they can try to keep you down. They can bring you down and try to keep you in that energy. But if you own your power and you say, no, I don't feel great right now. I may be depressed, but I'm still in my energy. I still own my energy. I still stand in my power, and you can keep them out of your energy. Remember, check your energy every day. This is something that I teach my clients. It's so important to check your energy every day. And I ask, is there anything attached to my energy? And I pay attention. What I kind of like run my eyes and like, how do I describe this? It's like I'm running my eyes over my entire energy from inside my head. So from my feet to the top of my head, all the way around every inch of my body. And I do this with my clients as well, because I basically can just like step inside, clear their energy, see what's there, or whatever, if I'm allowed to do so, of course. So I do that every morning, and I check my chakras and see if there's anything like that shouldn't be there. I balance and clear my chakras, um, ground myself. And there are sometimes energies that can show up in really subtle or more subtle ways. Like the other day, I actually had an energy that was kind of like just a blob of dark, like it was almost like a shadow. And I kind of saw it as like a blob of darkness that kind of was just like sitting around my left eye a little bit. And I didn't really, it took me a minute. Like I was trying to remove it and I couldn't remove it right away. And because I couldn't remove it right away, then my energy started, like my ego started saying, oh, what if you can't remove this? What if this is a bad guy? What if this is something you can't handle? And I was like, no, I can handle anything. And I took back my power in that situation. I said, okay, there has never been an energy I haven't been able to remove. So what is the technique that I need in order to remove this? What is the lesson that I'm not seeing? And eventually I was able to understand what the lesson was. I was able to bring in a vortex of energy, and it sucked it out. So sometimes it's playing around with different modes of energy, of moving energy in different ways. Those are the things that work for me. I work with energy in so many different ways. I could have brought in a vortex of water. I could bring in, I'm trying to think of an example. There's so many different things. I could have brought in, did I say water already? I could have brought in a vortex of water to clear my energy. I could have brought in the energy of love from Sophia. She could have come in and just brought in this really deep, powerful love that would help everything else that's not at that vibration to kind of fall away. There's so many different ways of moving through this energy, but the number one thing I want to stress is you have to own your energy. It's yours. Nothing else, no one else has control over your energy. Don't let anything move you into a place of so much fear that you can't control what is in your energy or on your energy. Now, if you do have those situations, then reach out to someone that you trust who can help you in removing those energies. Now, I think it's important not to rely on other people to do all of the work for you, to learn how to protect your energy, learn how to be able to tell when there's anything there. And yes, I can see things. You don't have to see, you can feel, you can know. Your intuition will tell you if something is there that shouldn't be there. You may see something by color. You may just have a knowing. There's so many different ways of receiving the information. And so don't feel like you have to see it a particular way. Energies can be like implants on your body as well. So this is kind of, everything's controversial these days. Why do I even bother saying this? Could be controversial. Any of what I'm saying could be controversial. This is my experiences. This is how I see it and my perspective. So I'm just going to go into it. So I was hosting a retreat with some other women, and I kept having really bad headaches coming from my neck. I could feel like the tension in my neck. I could feel like this lump in my neck too. And I was trying to kind of dissipate that tension, because it's a tension headache coming from tension in my neck. And I was tuning in and releasing some of that tension when it came to my awareness that there was like a metal bug-like thing placed in my neck. It was energetic. It wasn't physical. It seemed pretty physical, but it wasn't actually physical. And I actually had to, I had a guide come in and help me, and energetically cutting open that part and removing it. And then you need to fill it up with other energy. And I filled it up with other energy, and my headache went away. But some low vibrational energy had placed that there to keep me from being able to show up at the retreat, to be able to keep me from doing my job fully for what I was there for. This is part of being in your own energy, and recognizing when something is wrong. So we need to know our bodies. We need to know every part of our body and what is right and what isn't right and what is going on with it. And we need to be able to ask our body, what is going on with this? Why is this here? Is this supposed to be here? Is this something that needs to be removed? That kind of thing. Don't be afraid. If you're afraid, you're going to attract more and more of the energy you don't want to attract into your energy. Don't be afraid. It's all okay. Like, trust me, you're good. Be strong in your energy. Be strong in who you are. Own your physical body. Own your energetic body. Nothing else can go into your energy, or everything else can be removed from your energy if it goes into your energy. You are in control. You are in control. Own it. Own it. It makes such a difference. I promise you, that changed the game for me. Once I was like, hey, like, this is my space and you don't belong here, I can easily go in and remove it. I do the same with my clients. I have some clients that have a little bit more issue with attachments and I can jump in there, and sometimes I can't remove them until my client knows what the lesson is. Usually, often that's the case. They need to know why it is there. What did they do that brought it to them? That kind of thing. And once they know what the lesson is, then I can jump in. I can clear it off for them. I can show them how to take care of their energy on their own, or how to own their energy a little bit more, how to put up protection around them, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of different aspects of going into this. I could go into this in lots of other ways that I could explain more ways of protecting yourself, but I do have a video about black tourmaline and protecting yourself with black tourmaline. So that is something that you can check out on my channel if you want, like, one way of protecting your energy, because it's basically like putting up a black tourmaline shield. So definitely go check out that video. I also have a video with George Lizos where we talk about like energy protection with elementals. So that gives you a little bit more of an idea of different ways of protecting your energy. One thing that I know he stressed as well is that we shouldn't be afraid. Like, if you're afraid and you're thinking about it all the time, or you're afraid to be around other people because you're going to get attachments, then you're going to get attachments. Like, you're thinking about it, you have that fear, you're going to attract it. So make sure that that's not what's on your mind all the time. And when you own your energy, you are in your power, then you just won't, because you trust that you got this. So hopefully this video helps you a little bit. If you have questions, post them below. If you have tips and tricks of your own, I do invite you to post them below. As long as the comments in this video stay good, I'll keep the comments on. I've been realizing that there are some videos that I have to turn the comments off on. So if that happens, then I'm sorry, but hopefully everything will be good. So you can comment below with your thoughts, your tips, your tricks, all of that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'd love to invite you to my Facebook group called Source Versus Circle, where we do deepen into other things. I do meditations. On the day of recording this video, I actually did a full moon meditation, healing, clearing, and channeling in there. So there's all kinds of fun things that happen in there, and it's a great private, safe space for everyone to be their authentic self. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful life, and I will see you on the next video.